Hey guys, hope all is well and you're managing to get all your work done. This video is just to make it very clear to you all what it is we're expecting from your first assessment hand-ins that are due this Friday at 5 p.m. We're going to look at these three elements here, the three elements that need to be handed in: your final mix, your listening journal, and your essay. So let's look at your final mix, which is the music itself. Is it at least 5 minutes long? Okay, can't be shorter. It can be a little over, but no need to go crazy. Does your music reflect the lecture content and conceptual approaches in some way? So we looked at some sampling techniques, we looked at generative music techniques, we looked at mix mapping, coming up with a concept of how we want our mix to sound, and then we looked at some stereo imaging techniques to help us put those sounds where we intended. So you just make sure you use some of those techniques. Does your mix reflect your concepts and what's written in your essay? We don't want your music and your essay contradicting themselves, okay? So make sure they link up. Has it been exported correctly as a WAV file, stereo, 16-bit, 44.1? Okay, now your listening journals. You need to have done at least 6 of them. It mentions here, were your choices appropriate as research for your piece? Now, I understand that some of you, before you had a solid concept for what your piece might be, may have listened to some music that might not line up with the same theme as your assessment, which is fine. But I'd like to think that if you once you came up with your concept, say it was to write a score for a scene in a horror movie, that your listening journals from then on reflected that. So you went and you researched and listened to some horror film scores to give you some ideas. Are they correctly referenced? Your style guide, page 14, is going to be your friend here. Are they within the total minimum maximum word count? They can be a little under or a little over 100 words each, but altogether all 6 of them need to add up to a minimum of 540 words, or 660 max. And you need to export them correctly. We want all 6 of your listening journals to be turned into one single PDF. So save it as a single PDF, not 6 separate PDFs. Thank you. Your essay. Is the written tone formal? Again, your style guide here is going to help you out with that. Your listening journals can be informal, that is fine, but your essay needs to be formal, okay? Have you articulated your compositional intent, research, and processes? This is what we want to hear about. Have you outlined your individual input into the piece? Make sure it's very clear what it is that you have brought to this piece of music, what you brought to your team. Have you mentioned the difficulties and or positives with collaborating with your partner online? And we need 6 references as well, okay, in your essay, and they could be from academic books or journals, or pieces of music, and again you need to reference these correctly. Is it within the minimum maximum word count? So yeah, 1,000 words is what we're looking for here, a minimum of 900, maximum 1,100, and has it been exported correctly? Saved as a PDF. Hello again. So, zip it. We want you to zip your WAV file and your 2 PDFs. First PDF being your listening journals, your second PDF being your essay. Okay, good luck with it all. See you guys on Wednesday.